Welcome to this embroidery lesson focused on intermediate and advanced stitches. In this video, you'll learn a selection of techniques designed to add texture, dimension, and movement to your embroidery. Take your time, follow along stitch by stitch, and focus on understanding how each technique builds on what you already know. These stitches will prepare you for more complex projects and help you bring your designs to life. We'll begin with the Bullion Stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 4 to 6 strands, working with colors 2, 7, and 5. Bring the needle up from the back at the lower point and make a short vertical stitch upward without pulling it tight. Bring the needle up again close to the starting point, wrap the thread evenly around the needle, and pull through to form the coils. Secure the stitch at the top. This raised stitch is commonly used for petals, roses, and dimensional details. Next, we'll work the Fishbone Stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 1 to 3 strands, working with colors 2, 7, and 5. Bring the needle up along the center line of the leaf, then stitch diagonally to one side. Bring the needle up just below on the opposite side and stitch diagonally across the center. Continue alternating sides until the shape is filled. This stitch is very popular for embroidering leaves because it creates a natural textured look. Now let's move on to the Herringbone Stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 4 to 6 strands, working with colors 2, 7, and 5. Bring the needle up on one side of the line and stitch diagonally across. Bring the needle up slightly lower on the opposite side and stitch back across, creating a crossed pattern as you move downward. This stitch is ideal for decorative borders and open fillings. Next, we'll work the Braid chain stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 7. Start by bringing the needle up from the center line and work from right to left along the upper section, keeping the center line visible. Once the top section is complete, repeat the same motion along the lower side to connect the stitches and form the braided effect. This stitch creates a decorative braided line used for embellishments. Now we'll work the star stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 2. Follow the marked lines of the design, placing straight stitches that slightly overlap at the center. Continue working along the guided lines until the star shape is complete. This stitch is perfect for stars, snowflakes, and geometric details. Next, we'll work the woven wheel stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 5. Begin by creating straight stitches from the center outward to form the base spokes. Then weave the thread over and under each spoke in a circular motion until the center is full and raised. This stitch is great for round flowers and dimensional fillings. Now we'll work the double chain stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 7. Bring the needle up and make a running stitch, placing the thread behind the needle before pulling through to form each chain. Repeat this motion along the top line, then repeat along the bottom line to create the double chain effect. This stitch is ideal for bold decorative lines. Now we'll work the long and short satin stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 1 to 3 strands, working with colors 2, 7, and 5. Bring the needle up at the edge of the shape and alternate long and short straight stitches as you fill the area. Slightly overlap the stitches to blend them smoothly. This stitch is commonly used for shading, gradients, and smooth fillings. Next, we'll work the buttonhole wheel stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 7. Bring the needle up from the outer edge and stitch toward the center, keeping the thread under the needle to form the buttonhole loop. Continue evenly around the circle. This stitch is ideal for flowers and decorative centers. Now we'll work the whipped spider wheel stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 2. Bring the needle up from the outer edge and insert it toward the center. Wrap the thread twice around each base stitch without piercing the fabric, moving in a circular motion until the center is full and raised. This stitch is perfect for dimensional floral centers. Next, we'll work the honeycomb stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 5. Begin by creating a base of straight stitches along the upper points. Then fill each section using buttonhole style stitches, connecting the shapes and following the design until the honeycomb pattern is complete. This stitch works beautifully for textured backgrounds. Now we'll work the feather stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 5. Start from the left side and create connected diagonal stitches, alternating sides as you move downward to form a flowing line. This stitch is light and organic, perfect for borders and stems. Now we'll create the tassel flower. We will be using colors 2 and 5 with 6 and 4 strands respectively. Start with color 2 using 6 strands, wrapping the thread around 2 fingers to form a small bundle. Place the bundle on the fabric and secure it with 2 to 3 small stitches. Gather the ends and trim them to shape the flower. Then switch to color 5 with 4 strands to wrap and seal the base, covering the securing stitches. Finish by stitching the stem with the same color. This technique creates a soft, 3-dimensional floral effect. Finally, we'll work the connected fly stitch. For this stitch, we'll use 3 strands in color 7. First, create a V-shaped fly stitch. Then, make a straight stitch downward to connect it. Repeat this movement along the line, linking each V as you go. This stitch is great for leaves, branches, and decorative lines. Now continue with the next tutorial, where you'll apply these stitches in a floral embroidery design and turn your practice into a finished piece ready to display.